Welcome to Bogglesox TV. We've got lots of classic and original TV shows. Subscribe now and enjoy the video.
Grandpa in my pocket!
Where is it? What time is it on?
It was school holiday time. Mum was away on a course. She had a new hobby, knitting. Well, Grandpa was looking forward to his favourite TV show.
Ah, Captain Dumbletwit and the Invasion of the Alien Poodles. It's on in 10 minutes and again this evening.
This was bad news for Beowulf, because he isn't keen on the alien poodles. But I had some bad news for Grandpa too.
Boy.
Grandpa, Dad wants me to go to the bike shop with him.
What? I can't watch Captain Dumbletwit without you.
Mum's latest creation. What do you think? Just make some sandwiches, Jason. Busy day ahead.
Oh yes, we were definitely going to be busy in Mum and Dad's shop today, because today was the day of Mr. Leica Biker's Big Mountain Mission. Now, Mr. Leica Biker is called Mr. Leica Biker because he says,
"Ooh, I like a bike with silver trim. Ooh, I like a bell with a tuneful tinkle. Ooh, I like a helmet with sparkly stars on it."
Mr. Leica Biker likes to gear more than he likes cycling.
If Mr. Leica Biker's going to be in the shop, you're going to need all the help you can get.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
Grandpa! You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. He can get into my car and make it go. He can fly off in my plane.
Hurry up, Jason.
Thank goodness Dad hadn't spotted Grandpa. I'm the only one who knows about his shrinking cap, you see.
Jason!
It was no good. I had to go. So Dad and I set off in Campo, and Dad said...
I hope Grandpa will be all right.
And I said, so do I. And Dad said...
I hate leaving him at home.
I had a funny feeling that Grandpa wasn't planning to be left at home.
Ooh, I like a hat with fluffy pom-poms.
Mr. Leica Biker was very keen on Mum's new hobby.
Ooh, and I like a scarf with twiddly tassels. Oh, yeah.
He was doing a sponsored bike ride at Mistymoor Mountain today to raise money for the Sunnysands Young at Heart Club. Grandpa belongs to the club, and the sponsorship money would mean they could all go on an outing. And speaking of outings, suddenly in flew Grandpa. He crashed into a box of bike lights.
Oh, I don't think much of those runway lights.
Of course, I had to pretend I'd made the noise. Sorry, problem with the box of lights.
Ooh, I like a new set of lights.
Shall we just get the glove choosing done first?
Oh, okay.
I've come to help him choose, otherwise he'll never leave the shop.
Grandpa!
And if he doesn't leave the shop, he won't do the sponsored bike ride.
Come back!
And if he doesn't do the ride, the Sunnysands Young at Heart Club won't get their outing.
Careful! Grandpa had knocked a whole lot of first aid kits off the shelf. Of course, I had to pretend it was me again. Sorry. Problem with the first aid kits.
Ooh, I like a new first aid kit. Yes.
Shall we just get the glove choosing done first?
Okay, yes, right.
Won't be a minute.
So Grandpa had come to help Mr. Leica Biker choose things quickly. I was wondering what kind of plan he had for this, but I didn't have to wonder for long. Grandpa had got inside a glove.
The Sunnysands club members are coming to wave you off. They'll be here any minute.
Ooh.
Have you chosen?
Well, I think... yes! I'd like the one that beckoned to me.
You'd like the one that beckoned to you.
Yes, it was almost as if it was saying, pick me, pick me.
You'll be wanting its friend too, then.
Oh, yes, right, thank you. Oh, I like a roomy backpack.
I wondered how Grandpa was going to get Mr. Leica Biker to choose a backpack quickly. But I didn't have to wonder for long.
That one. Oh, it was almost as if it was waving at me, saying, pick me. Oh, I like a shiny new pump.
Then one by one, Grandpa's friends started to arrive to see Mr. Leica Biker off on his big mountain mission. And I knew exactly what Grandpa was planning to do with the bike pump.
Well, what do you know? It's almost as if it's saying, pick me.
As Mr. Leica Biker carried on choosing things, Grandpa's friends were all getting tired of waiting. And poor Dad was nearly collapsing under the weight of all Mr. Leica Biker's stuff. But now was the moment when Mr. Leica Biker needed to choose a bike.
Oh, I like the GT Dragon Slam 200. Or maybe I should go for the full suspension Viking MTB. Oh no, I think I might need the Simba Hypo Deluxe 309.
I had no idea where Grandpa was or what his next plan would be. And the young at heart had got tired of waiting. I was just beginning to think that Mr. Leica Biker would never get off on his bike ride when...
Oh, it rang its bell for me. It's almost as if it said, pick me.
At long last, it was time for him to set off. But Grandpa was missing again. Where was he now? This time, Grandpa had gone too far. The good news was that Mr. Leica Biker had gone on his big mountain mission. The bad news was that Grandpa had gone with him. As the day went on, I imagined Grandpa stuck in the wind and rain, with no warm coat or hat or anything. But it turned out I was wrong.
Oh, this is the life.
Mr. Leica Biker, as usual, wasn't doing much biking at all.
Oh, after all that choosing, I'm a bit too tired to bike up Mistymoor Mountain.
You'd better not be too tired.
Pardon?
If you don't get up that mountain, then the Sunnysands Young at Heart Club won't get their outing.
You're speaking to me. You really are. You are a truly magical bike. I love you.
Yes, well, enough of all that. Just get back up on me, smartish, and pedal me up that mountain. Go on! You can do it! Come on there, faster, faster! Come on! You can do it!
Grandpa, pretending to be a magic bike, cheered Mr. Leica Biker on until at last...
Yes, I did it! I did it! I did it! I got to the top! It's all thanks to my wonderful bike here. Do you know, it was almost as if he was talking to me, urging me on. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Let me take your backpack off, Mr. Leica Biker.
Oh, okay.
It must be really heavy and annoying. I whipped Grandpa out of the backpack. And soon he was back in the plane. Go, Grandpa, quick! And don't let them see you. You've got to get home before we do.
Of course I did. We're a great pair, Jason. It's teamwork.
Teamwork.
Hello, Grandpa. Mr. Leica Biker's big mountain mission was a big success.
Never.
So now you can go on the outing with your friends.
Whoopee!
I knew you'd be pleased, because you don't get out much, do you?
Grandpa in my pocket! The thing about Grandpa is that he's always fun. We read Captain Dumbledore stories.
His rocket sprung out of the side of the spaceship.
We play lots of games. One of the things I like doing best with Grandpa is making pictures. We share our ice cream. And today, we were doing armchair exercises. But we weren't the only ones getting exercise. Dad and Jemima had gone on a massively long bike ride. And Mum's latest hobby was this.
Shake those fingers to the left, to the right, and shake.
Salsa dancing. In fact, everyone in Sunnysands had gone fitness mad. We were all trying to shake up and shape up.
Keep it up, Grandpa. It's really important you keep fit. Must be awful having to spend all your time in that chair.
Of course, Mum has no idea that when Grandpa puts his shrinking cap on, he's more energetic than all of us.
You better come to the bike shop with me today, Jason. We'll be busy. What with it being shake up and shape up.
Mum had tripped over Jemima's dolls, Peter and Persephone. Luckily, she wasn't hurt.
Look, how cute is that? Peter and Persephone are both dressed to do the shake up and shape up too.
What a snazzy outfit. I could do with something like that to do my exercising in.
Grandpa, you are so funny. I'll just go and make the lunch boxes up and then we'll go. Tuna mayo, okay?
I knew what Grandpa was thinking, and it was a very worrying thought. Not a shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. He can get into my car and make it go. He can fly off in my plane. He can ride on Gordon, my toy seagull. Grandpa! Or he could just run for all he's worth.
Lie down, has he? It's all that exercising. Must have worn him out. I know. We'll take the music down to the shop and practice while we're waiting for customers. Come on, Jason Mason.
So Mum and I went off to the bike shop in Campo. And Mum said,
I could really do with a partner for my salsa dancing.
and I said, what about Dad? And Mum said,
Dad? He's got 2 left feet. He can't dance any better than Grandpa.
and I thought, if only she knew. Soon we arrived at the bike shop. It's called Lend It, Mend It and Vend It, because we lend, mend and sell bikes. We'd been at the bike shop for a while, but there was no sign of Grandpa. I was starting to think that he decided to stay at home after all.
Oh, run out of bells.
All that chasing about after Grandpa had made me feel hungry. So I opened my lunchbox, and what should I find in the space where Mum puts my banana? Grandpa.
At last. I thought you'd never open up. It stinks of tuna in here. Poor.
What are you doing?
I've come to shake up and shape up, of course.
Not here you can't. Somebody will see you. But once Grandpa's got an idea in his head, there's no stopping him. Grandpa was well away, dancing the cha-cha-cha up and down the counter. Then all of a sudden, the door opened, and who should walk in but Mr. Whoops!
Whoops!
This is a surprise.
I thought I should do my bit for Shake Up and Shape Up Week, so I've decided to buy a bike.
That's marvellous. I've got a bike in the workshop that would be perfect for you. Come and see.
Oh, how exciting! Whoops! What colour is it?
Mr. Whoops riding a bike? We can't let that happen, Jason. It'll be a disaster.
I had to agree with Grandpa. You see, Mr. Whoops is called Mr. Whoops because he's always having little accidents. He drops things. He falls over things.
Oops!
He falls off things.
Whoops!
He even trips over his own feet.
Whoops!
We needed to stop Mr. Whoops from buying a bike. We needed to make a plan. But there was no time to make a plan. Because just at that moment, Mr. Whoops' mum came back in, wheeling a shiny red bike.
Oh, this is so exciting. I've never even sat on a bike before. And now I'm going to ride one all over Sunnysands.
Riding a bike, Mr. Whoops, is very hard. Maybe you should try a different sport.
Do you think so? Like what?
Like cricket?
Oh, no. I'm not very good with bats. Whoops! Whoops!
Maybe, football?
Oh, no. I'm not very good with balls. Whoops! Bike riding is definitely the thing for me.
And I'm sure you'll be fine. Let's try it out now.
Oh, yes. Let's... Shall I just put that like...
Oh, well, you can do it that way.
So Mum held the bike while Mr. Whoops climbed on.
Whoops!
This way.
I think I've got
There we
it now.
go.
Oh, yes.
He put his feet carefully on the pedals and...
Whoa!
I quickly hid Grandpa's so they couldn't see him.
Whoops!
Oh, perhaps the saddle's too high.
Ah, this is what I need. Ooh. What's this? A little cyclist.
That's Jemima's doll, Peter. Did you bring it with you, Jason?
Sort of.
He could be my lucky mascot. I love his outfit. Do you have anything like that in my size?
The good news was that Mum did have a cycling suit to fit Mr. Whoops. The bad news was that Mr. Whoops had put his lucky mascot on the handlebars.
Why don't you take the bike for a test ride?
Yes. Now I've got my lucky mascot. I can do anything.
Everything was going wrong. Grandpa's plan was to stop Mr. Whoops riding a bike, not to go with him.
Time to shake up and shape up. Here we go.
Good luck. Just keep pedaling. Don't look so worried, Jason. I'm sure Mr. Whoops is going to be fine. I think he's going to absolutely love cycling.
Whoops.
Mum put some bandages on Mr. Whoops, and I took his lucky mascot off the bike and put him on the counter. I was hoping that Mr. Whoops' accident had put him off bike riding, but no.
I nearly did it. I'm going to try one more time.
No, you mustn't, you can't!
Of course he can. You know the saying, if at first you don't succeed...
Try doing something else. Everybody's good at something. You just have to find out what it is.
But I'm not good at any sports.
Then I saw Grandpa. He was sending me a message. It doesn't have to be a sport, Mr. Whoops. How about salsa dancing?
Salsa dancing?
Perfect! Come on, Mr. Whoops.
Whoops!
Mr. Whoops turned out to be a brilliant dancer. He and Mum did the shake-up and shape-up salsa all afternoon. And Grandpa got to dance too. Grandpa. How would you rather travel? In my pocket or in my lunchbox?
Don't mind. Anything, so long as it's not a bike.
At the end of the day, I brought Grandpa home safely in my pocket. I ran inside ahead of Mum. And put him on the floor. Grandpa quickly whipped up his cap and came back to his normal size.
Oh, we did it, Jason. We got Mr. Whoops to shake up and shape up without hurting himself. That's what I call teamwork.
Teamwork.
There you are, Grandpa. You'll never guess what we've been doing while you've been resting.
Salsa dancing by any chance?
Yes, with Mr. Whoops. I might not have sold him a bike, but I have found myself a new dancing partner. Now, who's for some more dancing? Come on, Grandpa, get those arms moving.
Actually, I'm feeling a bit tired.
You? Tired? But you haven't done anything.
Grandpa in my pocket! This is me, Jason Mason, and I live here in Sunnysands. It's called Sunnysands because it's always sunny and it's by the sea. This is Mr. Whoops' toy shop, where you can buy anything and everything. And here's Miss Smiley's cafe, which serves the best ice cream sundaes in the world. My dad loves working in his bike shop, and we all love spending time at our beach hut on the beach. This is my house where I live with my mum, Dad, Sister Jemima, Grandpa, and his dog Beowulf. Beowulf is a very clever dog, and he loves playing games. In fact, we all love playing games, and today we were playing table football. Dad had borrowed a table football game for the weekend. I was on the red team with Grandpa, and Dad and Jemima were on the blue team. The whole family had got into the football mood. Jemima had even dressed her dolls, Peter and Persephone, in football kit.
Go!
Grandpa, you scored again!
Oh, well, I've always been good at football.
Shame you can't play anymore, Grandpa.
Yes, great shame.
Then Mum came into the garden. She'd just had a phone call.
I've just had a phone call. Guess who's coming over? Cousin Alvin. I told him about the table football. He can't wait to have a go.
But I thought Alvin didn't like sport.
He didn't, but he does now.
Cousin Alvin is always changing. Sometimes he's into playing music. Sometimes he's into eating ice cream. Sometimes he's into dancing. And sometimes he's into lying about on the sofa doing absolutely nothing. But now Cousin Alvin was into this. Sport, sport and more sport.
Don't overdo it, Alvin.
I'm okay. I need to get really fit so I can win at everything.
Oh, so you're into winning, are you?
Of course. There's no point in playing if you can't win.
Yes, this was the day we discovered that Cousin Alvin was in it to win it.
Go! That's another
And it wasn't long before Alvin was winning at table football.
3-0! 3-0!
I knew what Grandpa was thinking.
Let's make it 4.
I think I'll go for a little lie down.
Go!
I can't stand much more of this. We've got to make Alvin see that it's okay to lose.
He'll never see that.
He just might if my plan works. Only I need to be small.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of things. He can drive off in my car. He can even fly off in my plane. Grandpa! He can chuff about in our Sunnysands train. He can get into all sorts of very small places. Or he can just run for all he's worth. And he wasn't the only one running. Alvin was making everyone jog on the spot to see who could keep going the longest. First, Mum gave up.
I don't think I was meant to run.
Then Dad.
Sorry, I can't take any more.
And finally, Jemima.
You're too good, Alvin.
I knew I'd beat you. I am the champion.
It was time to put Grandpa's plan into action. So, what game should we play next then?
Don't look at me. I'm worn out. I think I'll go for a little lie down like Grandpa.
How about some real football? Or rugby?
I needed to get Alvin inside. I needed an idea, and I needed it fast. How about Snap?
Snap?
Might not have been my best idea.
That's not a sport.
Are you saying you couldn't beat us at Snap then?
I could easily beat you at Snap. Bring it on!
So we went inside and started playing Snap.
Your turn, Jason.
No stopping allowed. Snap! You two are so slow.
Alvin was winning again. If Grandpa was going to do something, he needed to do it now.
Ow! Something just nipped me on the ankle. Has Beowulf got fleas?
No! Of course, I knew it wasn't a flea. It was Grandpa.
Ow!
Snap!
That's not fair.
You're the one who said no stopping allowed, Alvin.
But I'm being attacked by a pesky little flea. I'm not playing anymore. It's a baby's game anyway. Who cares about winning a Snap? I want to play a proper sport. What else have you got?
So Jemima suggested we play our tennis game.
Great. I'll easily beat you.
Well, you got Alvin to lose, Grandpa. But he didn't find it fun.
It's got to be worth another try. Anyway, I'm rather enjoying being a pesky little flea.
So Mum got the tennis game out of the garage. And Jemima and Alvin started to play. The pesky little flea ran into the garden and hid behind a flower pot right next to Alvin. I was really worried that Grandpa would be spotted, but luckily everybody had their eyes on the ball, so they didn't see the flea creep out and nip Alvin on the ankle.
Ow, ow! It's that flea again!
I won!
No, you didn't.
I think she did, Alvin.
I don't want to play anymore.
Nor am I. You're such a bad loser.
I didn't even lose.
Yes, you did.
I'll make some lunch.
The good news was Jemima had won the game. The bad news was that she and Alvin had fallen out. I think you better stop being a flea, Grandpa. It's just making things worse, and now nobody's having fun.
Don't you worry, Jason. I've got a much better idea. You go and ask Alvin if he'd like to play table football with you. I'll do the rest.
Okay, I'll easily beat you at table football. As long as I don't get bitten again. I want to give that dog a bath.
So I went into the garden with Alvin. I had no idea what Grandpa was planning until I saw this. Grandpa had taken his clothes off and put Peter's football kit on. This time Grandpa had gone too far. He was standing on the table, pretending to be one of the footballers. Can I be the red team, please?
Yes, okay. Ready to play?
Whoa! 1-0!
Beginner's luck.
Luckily, Alvin was so busy trying to win that he didn't notice that I had an extra player, or that it was my extra player who was scoring all the goals. 2-0!
I was lucky.
4-0! Go, go, go!
seen anyone play like you. How do you do it?
Oh, I just relax and try to have fun.
You mean you don't care about winning?
Not really.
Weird.
Goal! 6-0. Yes.
Well, this not caring thing seems to work.
Maybe you should try it.
At 6-0 down, I'm willing to try anything. Come on, let's go for it.
We played on. Grandpa was doing a great job for my team, and as for Alvin, well, he started not to care so much. And the less he cared about winning, the more he started to have fun.
Goal! At last! 6-1.
Good shot.
Thanks.
Goal!
Nice one, Jason.
Thanks.
I don't believe it.
Alvin's losing and he's enjoying himself.
This was definitely worth waking up for.
Goal!
That's it. You've won, Jason. I don't know how he does it. He's an incredible player.
Well done, Alvin.
Come and have some lunch.
Of course I couldn't tell him that the really incredible player was Grandpa.
Oh, I really enjoyed that, but I think I better go and get changed now.
I picked Grandpa up, put him in my pockets, and rushed back indoors.
I'm sorry I was so annoying earlier, Jemima. I just wanted to win too much.
That's okay. We can play table football again after lunch if you like.
Great. I'll easily beat you at table football. Only joking.
I put Grandpa down on the floor. He whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
Oh, we did it, Jason. We got Alvin to have fun even when he was losing. Ha! Teamwork, eh?
Yes, Grandpa. Teamwork.
Oh, Grandpa, you've woken up.
You missed a great game.
Did I?
We're going to play again. Do you want to join us?
Oh, no, thank you, Alvin. I'm a bit too tired to play football.
Oh, Grandpa, you don't have to actually play. You're so funny. Come on, Alvin.